following programme features strong language and adult themes throughout.
Yeah! Yo! Rock swayer, baby! Who wants some?
Yo, SHIZZIO, the sagas continue, Brit Asia TV style. Nah, I had to make a few phone calls to get this show popping off nicely. You understand what I'm trying to say? So many gangsters out there, kids want to be gangsters and all that, and you see my video with Dave Courtney and all that, and people want to, are you this, are you that? I just thought, you know what, let's just go and see Dave, you know what I mean? It makes sense. You know what I mean, cameraman? It makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, the cameraman's loving it. This is Courtney Castle, cameraman, if you could just switch it around. This is Courtney Castle. We have the AAA access. So let's go chat to Dave.
Yeah! SHIZZIO! Rock swayer,
Remember that.
baby! Who wants some? You want some? Ha! Come get some!
I don't know if you can see that guy there. Can you guys see him? Yeah? So you've got to be careful. Dave?
Yeah! SHIZZIO! Rock swayer, baby! Who wants some? You want some? Ha! Come get some!
No, I think it's time we have a sit down with Dave and find out if he is a hero or a villain. Let's go. Right, so basically, this is
That's me.
That's him, and this is me. I think we should start from the start, really. I mean, a lot of people say they see Dave Courtney, they get their own ideas, what Dave's about, gangster, former or current, gangster turned celebrity, just a normal guy. Who is Dave Courtney? Just for people that may not have even heard your name, for the kids out there.
I'm the guy inside the yellow Teletubby. I am Lola.
I thought you was Paul. Oh my God.
Now listen, Dave Courtney is this. I've got a very naughty past. A lot of my associates are still classed by the authorities as naughty people. And although I've now been the one that's crept through all that and come out the other side, I'm still looked at by the authorities as active, but by everyone else who knows me and the media and the publicity side of the world, that they all know I'm no longer active. You know, I'm now in the look at me world, with the big pictures of myself outside my house and in all the magazines, right? So, you know, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm looked at by the general public on a set of scales. They don't know whether I'm a famous baddie or an infamous celebrity, you know, so...
So what are you?
Listen, I'm sitting here in your music video. I'm not popping a cap in no one anymore, right? I'm actually not trying to go, hey, look, I ain't like that, I'm doing this, right? But I'm afraid, had I been given a fair crack of the whip in just getting on in life with the television, the film, the music industry, I would have been cracking it on by now. But there is actually a body of people out there, their sole intention is to stop Dave Courtney getting anywhere. You know,
haters.
Well, yeah. And now the order of the day is you can't glamorise crime, you can't make it look like crime pays. So I'm not glamorising crime, I'm glamorising Dave. And this bloke has helped glamorise me, and I love you for that.
Hello? Dave?
Yes, Dave. It's worse than we thought. You're going to have a ring round, get the boys, get a carload of toys. We're going to work tonight. You know.
Hope you guys ain't busy later. Pick a tool. All right, can we talk about your past?
You can talk about the past, yeah, of course.
All right, what is the worst thing that you would say you've done? That you can say.
I've took someone's life, I suppose. That's the worst thing you
You've
can
done it?
do, yeah. Yeah. I'm not proud of that. That's not my
I was just about to say,
story,
yeah.
you know, but... and although
in this country, you're only judged by the last frame. You pulled the trigger, he died, you are a murderer. But in my eyes, I don't think I am. You know, the situation around that was I was with somebody that I was supposed to be looking quite tough to stop him getting robbed. I obviously wasn't looking tough enough, and they shot him. And I had never seen a dead body before. I definitely hadn't seen one getting dead. Right? Bang. And by the time I turned around to look, this man was pointing a gun at me. Maybe my crime was that I had a gun on me. But as quick as I could, I flicked a shot out and got him. You know, and I'm not a good shot. I've never won anything off the top shelf in my life, right, ever, right? But it worked that day, and I turned into Usain Bolt and run away. And it weren't my most told story, but had it happen again, I would do it a second quicker. I don't have any nightmares over it. I don't consider myself a murderer. And I think that if anyone, in all honesty, any man that's got testosterone running through his body puts himself in the same position as I was in, if you would do anything else, I'd say he was an idiot. My crime was maybe I had something stuck down my trousers that I shouldn't have. But after seeing that happen, for me to actually shoot back or wait there and go, let him kill me, 'cause, yeah, sorry about that.
You just depressed my whole interview, you know what I mean?
I'm really sorry. No, this is supposed to make you happy, right?
Yeah,
I'm not actually overjoyed with it,
No,
but
fair
I'd
enough.
rather you read about me that I got 10 years for murder than read about me in the obituary columns. And I only had
Yeah.
one choice, my friend, right? So
right.
hopefully you're never in that.
Yeah.
You just keep rapping about it.
All right.
This, let me tell you, is the armed robber's favourite tool, right? Definitely mine. The sawn-off shotgun. One being, there's two reasons you own a gun. One is to kill someone, and one is to frighten someone as a criminal. Right? Now, a robber isn't actually a murderer, and a murderer isn't into robbing you, right? So if you run into somewhere and go, stick 'em up, open the safe, right? It's a different kind of gun than you need to jump out of a bush and shoot somebody with, because some of this Russian equipment that's coming into the country at the moment is so high-tech. I haven't seen nothing like it, only on Star Trek. But if they jumped out and pointed it at me, it's so nice and shiny and new with a little red dot, it isn't frightening. Right? It ain't frightening that, right? That frightens you. Right? And when it's been pointed at you, you can't actually take your eyes off the two holes. You think, that's going to blow me in half. Even if it's a bad shot, it'll still get me, right? And you can't, and it works. Just to scare someone and to get the ball you want done. If he's going to kill someone, that's not what you use. You do one of these little things that go, poof. Right? But it's different tools for different jobs. This is the robbers. This frightens you, look, like that. Move! Move!
Affiliation with the Kray twins. There's obviously an Asian group called the Kray twins. We're not talking about them. Shout out to them. There's the original Kray twins. What is that? What was that like? What is that like? Is it all that it's made up to be, or is it just kind of hype that people have put around it?
It's half and half. It is half and half, right? You know that it was a lot easier to run Bethnal Green 45 years ago when there was only 15,000 people in Bethnal Green, and they all spoke and understood English.
Was it
Now
the
there's-
Asians then?
Now there's 250,000 people in Bethnal Green.
Yeah.
Half of them can't even say the name Kray Twin. Right? They don't respect them in front of them. You know, it's a lot harder to run that little manor now, as it is everywhere else in the world. But no one or nothing is as big as a myth. Not Dave Courtney, not Al Capone, not the Kray twins. No one or nothing is as big as a myth that is portrayed about them. I know because there's a myth about me. Now I actually know what I'm really like, but I know how the rest of the world consider me.
Well, this is what I'm trying to get down to. What are you really like? Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Well, I don't know.
I kind of know what you're really
I'll
like.
give you AAA in my house. Right?
Yeah, you have.
You can come here 24/7, with or without invitation, with cameras. You know, I've actually had the whole house cameraed up. The reason I've done that
Yeah, we're
is
gonna
because
get
I'm
to
not embarrassed of what my life is now. I'm not doing anything to hide or would get me in trouble with the police. So when I actually found monitoring devices, 5 bugging devices in my home, and one in the bedroom. Well, listen.
One in the bedroom.
Listen, stop. Forget the gangster shit they heard talking in the kitchen. They heard me Ow, that just done my head in, right? So what I actually done was I cameraed up every single room in the house, bathroom included, and went to Scotland Yard, gave them back their bugs and said, like, you know, these are a lot of money, they must belong to someone, they're quite high tech, and they said, we don't know what you're talking about. And I went, right, well, you now don't have to listen to me, you can watch me 24 hours a day in every room, but it's going to cost you a tenner a day.
Yeah, that's your services now doing too.
And that's what I've done. You know, I can't say any more. So my front gate is open. You've just come in yourself. My front door's open. My back door's open. I haven't got a bulletproof vest on. There's no bodyguards. You know, I read the things about me, and I don't even like me when I read them. I have to ring my mum and go, "Mum, I'm really sorry about what they just said there. You know, I haven't hit any babies. I promise."
It's just part of the parcel of being Dave, right?
But what actually done that was the Kray funeral.
Yeah.
Actually brought me to the attention of the general public as celebrity gangster. I don't even know what that word means, right? The two words don't go together. Yeah, celebrity gangster. You can be one or the other. It's like saying police intelligence. The two words just don't go together. Yeah, and it brought me up as the heir to the throne and
next in
celebrity
line.
gangster. Yeah, well, I didn't want to be known. I just had a security company. I thought this was going to be the best bit of advertising of my life.
Yeah.
They're looking at it as Courtney's firm. And each individual person I had working for me on the day, 150 of them, which I considered my most elite 150 that I could get, looking after 750,000 people was at that funeral.
Yeah.
The only funeral bigger than that was Winston Churchill.
Damn.
750,000 people was at that funeral. I needed 150 people to look after them, and they weren't all Kray twin fans. You know, they killed a lot of people in that. So I needed an elite group, and I've got to be honest, I know this is childish, but on the morning of the funeral, and I had the 150 all sleeping round here and all in black, all the bald heads. I wanted to invade Iraq, let alone go. So I was just looking at them. I wanted to go like sort out this Libya problem. You know what I mean? I could, but I'm mature and didn't. And it brought me to the attention of the general public as heir to the throne, super gangster, and that, and to the attention of the police as Dave Courtney and his private army. And no one in England is allowed to have a private army apart from like the army. And each individual person I had working for me had their own criminal CV, and because they was working for me, they looked at that as organised crime. And so then I had Roger Cook come down and batter my door down.
Oh, did you?
Oh, don't.
You had the Roger Cook.
Bless him.
That's a moment, isn't it? He kicked your door in, yeah?
Crime don't pay, because when you decide to stop doing crime, right, not every policeman goes, "It's okay, Dave stopped, let's leave him alone." You pay for it for the rest of your life. For as long as you've got an old ass, right, you will pay for being a criminal. And what I thought I got away with as a young man, I'm now paying for. So don't do it, right? Listen to me. Let me tell you about this picture. This is the boom, right? See this? Right? When they painted this, it was painted by a religious artefacts restorer who goes around the world touching up all the church ceilings and all that, right? And he done that one for me, right? And when they actually painted the skin, it was only a little pot of paint, little tiny pot of paint, and they cut me there. I filled it up with my own blood, right? They cut me in there, filled it up with my own blood, and then painted it. And now nobody can ever copy that, because if you scrape the skin off, it DNA's Dave Courtney. Now that is the
SHIZZIO!